How's it going, stock strategists, crypto connoisseurs, and technical traders? It's Stock Picks by Tim, back again. I've got 5 stocks for you with a bonus at the end that I haven't talked about yet and actually did acquire a couple shares. Now, first off, I'm going to get into Matterport. This is one of my metaverse plays, and I think there will be some shaky waters through January and February. Great buying opportunities, in my opinion, if you're long-term minded with this, which I am. Now, technical-wise, we're curling on the MACD, oversold on the RSI, volume picking up on the charts, but failing to hold over any of the EMAs. Now, the redemption of warrants will expire January 14th. I'll be buying this in chunks along the way, maybe twice a week, preferably in red. Keep an eye on the SEC filings, guys. I'll leave you guys a link from January 19th onward. Keep an eye on it and look for any insider selling. If word gets around that there are insiders selling, it could be a short-term negative. I'm not necessarily very worried if there is a little bit of insider selling. You just don't want to see them dumping all their shares. But definitely bullish on Matterport, and I did actually pick up a small position to add. I'm going to be buying this probably in a total of 10 increments. So I bought 1/10 of my position today, so I'm going to continue to just buy in small increments along this next month, even beginning of February. But this is definitely my metaverse play, one of 2, and I'm actually going to get into the second one right now. And I've talked about this one before. It's immersion, or immr stock. Now the RSI is rising, MACD looks like it's starting to curl, and we did just form a nice double bottom from what it looks like. Having a hard time holding over the EMAs. I've done a previous video where I just go into immr stock, so check that out. I'll try to leave a link in the end screen for it or a card up above here. But I did add to my immr position this week, and I'm going to continue to add to this one too and build out my position. I admit I have a small position in this one. Right now only about a 1% of my total portfolio weight, but I plan to get it to about 3% or so. So I'm about a third of the way in on immersion, but I'm just going to kind of dollar cost through, buy it when I see fit, and I'll give you guys another update on it soon. Now here's a favorite of mine, and this is Indi Semiconductors, or INDI. This is a semiconductor stock, as you can probably tell by the name. We've got the MACD looking like it's curling, RSI very near oversold, and we are near this base, this $11 base. We have broken it before, but that was towards the end of December. I believe all this was around just the Omicron and negativity in the market, a little bit of insider selling that caused this last sell-off here, from what I remember. We weren't able to hold this trend. We fell a little bit. We retested this $12 level, couldn't hold, and went down. We can likely come down to the low 11s, retest this before moving further. So keep an eye on Indi. Very bullish on it long term. I've gone into this one a million times. It's definitely a favorite of mine. Love the semiconductor space. Compound growth of about 46% by 2028. Definitely one to buy. I love me some Indi, and I also love their warrants. Warrants are about a low $3 right now. I've actually been picking up warrants lately. But keep an eye on Indi stock. Now it seems like we have a similar trend with most of these. We've got what looks like the MACD wanting to curl. Most of these, the RSI is pointing up, and we are trying to hold over the first EMA. Now, if you're into technicals, keep an eye on this one here tomorrow. If the pre-market's green, we might likely rally. If the pre-market's red, we might fall further. But we've got a catalyst coming very soon, mid-January. They're going to be launching in Florida, and I do love it at this price. I have been buying these dips, especially in this $6 range. I'm going to pick up more likely this week. We'll see what it does tomorrow. I did pick up some very recently, but I like this ever since it was in the 9s. I've been just kind of averaging through it. I'm going to continue to buy Astra, ASTR. And yeah, this is definitely one to keep an eye on. We weren't even trading at this valuation before our successful orbit. So you might say it was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. But we've got another one coming up, and I think that will be a short-term positive catalyst for this. And at this price, for it to get back to previous levels, we're at an easy double up. We're at an easy double up with this one, in my opinion. And I'm just going to hold tight. Continue to buy if it stays at this level. But if it starts taking off, I'll just hold and slowly but surely take some profits once we get up to that $10 range and up. I will probably just skim about 10% off just to lock in some profit, take away some risk off the table, and call it good with Astra. All right, next up, bionano genomics, or bngo stock. Definitely like this one at its price, and I've been continuing to buy right in this range. I absolutely love it. I did talk about this back when we were at that $5 level to tell you to watch for this support level to drop. Sure enough, we did continue down, and it's just been bearish this whole time. We're kind of just trading flat, trading sideways. I like it at this price. I think this is where it's going to start turning around. I'm happy to buy it at this price, and the insiders are as well, and I highly suggest you should go check out their SEC filings. I've got a previous video that goes more in depth to bngo or bionano genomics, but definitely like this one at its price, and I'll continue to buy it here. And actually, about a year ago, I was buying it at this price before this run up. I was buying it right, I gotta say, it was like right around here. Right around here, got very lucky, extremely lucky on this run up. But ever since then, it's just been continuing downwards. I think that downward pressure is coming to an end. I honestly do. We're at a new year. All that tax loss harvesting is over. Because you got to realize, ever since the beginning of this year, where was this? We were right about here. So we were right at this $5 range. So ever since, for this whole year, everyone that's bought this stock has been negative. Just about everybody. Anything that downtrends from the beginning of January, I'm going to keep an eye on. Anything that's at an insane valuation right now, like such as Rivian, potentially. If that continues downwards throughout the year, just slowly but surely, might be one to potentially short. I'll be following up with a video about potential put options here soon. Alright, and as for a bonus stock, this is going to be nndm or nano dimension. I did pick up a position today on this. I thought this was a bit of a base that we're reaching here. I like the valuation. They've got, I believe, a little over $1 billion cash on hand, and market cap's about 900 million. I'm gonna likely do a full-fledged nndm video here in the future, but from a technical standpoint, I like where it's at. We are trying to hold over the EMAs. If you look here though, it kind of does look like a potential head and shoulders. If we have a red couple of days and we kind of turn down, there's one shoulder, the head, and another shoulder. So just be aware of that pattern if you're a pattern trader or if you like to watch patterns. But yeah, I figured I'd scoop up a little bit more nano dimension. I did buy a little bit today. I'll be watching this one throughout the month. And if it stays at this level or even comes down a little bit, I will be adding to my position. But I might just keep it at, about 1% of my portfolio is probably where it's at, if even that. So we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. If it just turns around and just absolutely starts running, I'll likely just hold it and let it do its thing. But hopefully it'll kind of trade in this level, maybe even a little bit lower, to just continue to add to my position here at this price. I definitely like it here. It's a very interesting stock. I'll do a full-fledged video on this one here soon. But thanks so much, guys. Just a quick update. 5 stocks to buy now for me with the bonus 6th. Thanks so much, guys. Consider liking and subscribing if you like my content. I put out daily videos with the exception of yesterday. But thanks again, as always, guys, and see you next time.